Good morning. This is Hunter with Modern Builders OBX. Up first thing this morning before the sun comes up. Today we have a foundation pour, and we're gonna go over and see if Jose's set up to do that, and some punch list items at the 60-day remodel. So we'll be bouncing back and forth between 3 different jobs this Monday morning. Just making sure everything's on track, on schedule, because it is November 12th or 13th. It's November 13th, and we got to make sure we close out the year strong. So thank you for following along with this day in the life of an Outer Banks contractor. What's it like doing construction in the Outer Banks? Construction in the Outer Banks is awesome. It's awesome because it always keeps you on your toes. And I have a set of personality traits that really thrives in that change of scenery and all the adversity that gets presented to us building on this barrier island. Just figured I'd give you guys a little bit of backstory on me and my business. I was born in 1993, and approximately 18 years later, I started my own business. I was always naturally an entrepreneur, and I came from a family of entrepreneurs, so it made that transition easy for me. I did not go to college. I just focused on my self-development and my business. It wasn't until 2020 that I got my contracting license. Once I got my contracting license, I got some larger projects to rebuild a 6-bedroom duplex that burned down, and other projects of the sort. I did them. I learned a lot from my mistakes I made during them, and since then I've just been growing and trying to refine my business with a more value add rehab based model. Currently we have a large team of close subcontractors that we have used and continue to use for the past probably 4 or 5 years. So we have a really close relationship with all those guys. Right now in-house it's me and Olivia. We're in the process of buying our first brick and mortar store space. So that's going to be pretty cool, building out Modern Builders OBX headquarters, which will be a sick improvement on my business and the town of Buxton. We're also going to do realty sales and acquisitions out of that building, with an emphasis on hospitality and short-term rentals. And so that will bring us to year, what is that? That's year 8 for us to get to that point. So be sure to follow along for more.
Some waters here.
Rain brings it to the
Oh, look at
surface.
this cute little thing. It might have been.
So the first thing that we're doing here is you can see Jose's grabbing the chutes. We're extending them as long as possible. Every last foot counts because we're trying to not have to run these wheelbarrows all day. You can pump this type of work typically, but because we got two guys, we got two wheelbarrows, and pumps are not easily accessible where we're at, we're using wheelbarrows. This is actually my first vlog I've done. I've watched thousands of hours of vlogs, surprisingly, and I have never done one.
A little bit more concrete.
This is my first one, so be sure to be in the comments. Let me know what I can improve upon. Let me know what you think. Here we're getting these footers filled up for Mr. Jeff. He did an awesome job on his form work. He just wanted to make sure that he had the concrete mix right and everything was put in there right. So we came and helped him out this morning. This is actual real time speed that we're working in right now. And you can see we're just topping everything off. We used tin foil on top of all the anchor bolts that kept the concrete off of it. I learned that off of YouTube actually, and it worked amazing. So if you're doing footers, make sure you put some tin foil on your anchor bolts. It works amazing. Jose's right there putting the finish touch on it, and it looks great. So we're just, getting that aggregate down, getting it smoothed out, and this is just going to be a steel building. The boys are happy with it. Back on the road. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. I wasn't really happy with having to use the chute there, but we got to do what we got to do to keep it moving forward. We were a man down, so that was the best way to keep on moving. Turned out pretty good though. I think the homeowner's pretty happy, and he should be. He's gonna do all the work to erect his steel building, and he's a metal fabricator. Once he's done with the building, I'll put his link down below for you guys to check out some of his work. An interesting talking point is building practice. Because we live in a coastal area, we are exposed to high winds, and because of high winds, we have to have a little bit more specific nail schedules. So a lot of times our inspectors have to be a little more conscious to make sure that everything is nailed properly, because we have winds up to 150 miles per hour plus here in coastal Carolina, so you got to make sure everything's nailed right.
I'm Contractor, and I'm bringing Thanksgiving news to GSTV screens across the nation this fall. We're combing the internet to find the most uplifting.
Get some gas and get back up on the road. I always get really anxious when I have to get gas because it takes so long to fill up this Land Cruiser. I need to get a Tesla. Let me know in the comments if you think it'd be pretty cool to be a general contractor who drives a Tesla around. That's not a joke, y'all. And you gotta use premium too in the Land Cruiser. Whoa. And I'm back on the road. I'm headed north now to the 6-bedroom, 60-day remodel in Salvo. On these long drives, I either answer phone calls or call people back, and sometimes I just take advantage of that time to get some quiet time to myself. On this particular drive, I was just kind of thinking how fortunate I was to have come so long in my business and to have gotten to a point where, people trust me with their $1 million homes to fix them up, and I was just feeling really blessed. Okay, just got to the Salvo job. go in and see how everything's going here. Ooh, looks like the new vanity mirrors came. We gotta see if those fit. We're gonna lift this red box out of here. But then on the other hand, I feel really proud and happy that it went as smooth as it did. So okay, back down south now. Checked on the painter. He was repairing a lot of the drywall touch-ups and punchless items. Misaligned countertop was getting replaced, and trims being put back on where we had taken up all the baseboards to replace the LVP floors. Now I'm going to Buxton to look at a project for a local customer. So once you get on Hatteras Island, it's pretty much all one lane highway just headed north and south. So if you get stuck behind a box truck, you'll have to readjust your whole day based on it. So I'm just trying to get around this guy right now. And now I'm back south. Got to do an estimate for a local customer. Again, feeling crazy blessed. Just got that call, and just really fortunate to get the opportunity to look at that project. So I'm back to Buxton. And that's a wrap. It is about 7 p.m. I had an awesome meeting with a local customer. I didn't want to film on their private property, of course, but that went smooth. Hopefully, we'll hear back from them in the coming weeks. Let me know what you guys think. If you like this vlog format, I have like 85 subscribers at this point, which to me is impressive. I'm really thankful for all of you guys who tune in and check out all my videos. If you guys like this format, just, one comment keeps me making it. So that was a day in the life of an Outer Banks contractor. Thank you guys for watching.